Is vaping safer than smoking? Watch this video until the end and you'll find out the answer. My name is Dr. Olga Dolghier. I'm board-certified pediatric dentist here at Palm Valley Pediatric Dentistry and Orthodontics. I was dropping off my high school student, my daughter, to school today. When we were walking towards school, we noticed a couple of girls, and one of them actually was vaping. That kind of shocked me. I asked my daughter, is it normal? Is it common? She said, Mom, it's just vaping. It's not as bad as cigarettes. Well, let's find out. Well, what vaping is? Vaping is technically, it's a liquid nicotine in a special cartridge, and people inhale that liquid nicotine. Effect on overall health is drastic. Number one, it affects your lungs. Some studies shows, and actually I did some search on that. Hopkins Hospital is one of the major facilities on research. They found out that lungs can have scar tissue developed after frequent vaping. Also, it can be permanent damage. Scar tissue is when your lungs, you're losing the special alveoles, and then they become solid like a rock. They become like your skin inside your lungs, which is very, very bad for your lungs. Number two, it's actually affect cardiovascular disease. If you're older, you can even have heart attack from vaping, because what nicotine in vapes does, it's actually constrict blood vessels. Also, you have a big flow of adrenaline from it, and as a result, you can have heart attack if you vape frequently enough and you already have initial stages of cardiovascular disease. Oral health. I'm a dentist, so I know overall health is extremely important, but let's focus on dentistry. In dental world, there is multiple things which you can have because of vaping. Number one, you can have gum disease. Gum disease actually can progress and becomes much worse, or you can develop gum disease because of vaping. Again, when you inhale, you have initial puff of air, and nicotine and other chemicals can damage your gums by blood constriction. So when a person smokes, it's a similar effect. Blood vessels in your gums constrict, and you do not get enough blood flow, enough oxygen to your gums. As a result, you can develop periodontal disease. It presents with kind of shrinking gums. Sometimes you look at the people, they have this big teeth and gums are low or receding gums. That's actually an indication of periodontal disease. Number two, some of the chemicals in vaping, they actually can affect your enamel. I always talk about acid. Most of the additives to the vaping cartridges, it creates acidic environment of your mouth, so it can cause cavities. Low pH equal cavities. Then let's discuss what kind of chemicals does it have. Propylene Glycol is one of the chemicals which actually is toxic for enamel and also soft tissue. Prepon Aldehyde is actually irritant for soft tissue. And also another chemical, so we call it VG or vegetable glycerin, it's actually sticky. Some studies shows that it's actually create a special environment when strep mutans, which is bacteria which cause cavity, can stick to the tooth. And it's like a glue. Also, flavoring, they have sweeteners in them. And some studies shows that amount of plaque on your teeth doubles when you vape. So if we compare a couple of teens and one is vaping, one is not, and look at the bacteria levels, the one who vapes is gonna have double or triple the amount of plaque and amount of bacteria, which potentially can multiply and cause more cavities. Your mouth actually loses natural ability because of the low blood flow to heal. So these kids can get frequent ulcers. They would complain that, oh, I have cold sore here, I have cold sore here. So if your child does that, kind of address that and maybe send them to a dentist to evaluate, because frequent ulcers in the mouth can be indicative of vaping, and you might not even know as a mom or dad that your child vapes. Extremely important. Cancer. You heard about cancer. Nicotine can cause cancer. We know it, it's a confirmed fact, and other chemicals as well. So we have to make sure that we understand the danger of squamous cell carcinoma of the mouth, which is the most common cancer for oral cavity. Damaging of the taste buds. So kids who vape frequently, they actually killing their taste buds, so they don't taste as much. So you want to taste your yummy food, right? Statistically, more than 2 million high schoolers and middle schoolers vape nowadays. It's a statistic from Hopkins University study. So taking all of this in considerations, what should you do if you see some symptoms and signs? And what are the signs of vaping? Number one, if your child complains on frequent teeth sensitivity without common region. Number two, dry mouth. If all of a sudden your teen start to drink excessive amount of liquids, it can be indicative of the other problems, but dry mouth is one of the symptoms, because remember, there is no blood flow to the gums. We actually damages probably some damage to salivary glands. Taste buds are damaged, so there's combination of a lot of different things. Number four, if you see discolorations, yellow teeth. Because we talk about gum disease with vaping, if you see receding gums all of a sudden on a teen, or they complain on an adult loose teeth, which is not normal, it's indicative of gum disease as well. So what happens in the mouth of this child? So there's multiple things. So we have now dry mouth, so we have that VG I was telling you about, which is glycerin, which is sticky. So dry mouth, no saliva flow, we cannot wash off all the chemicals. So now we vape, now all these chemicals go. The staph mutants, which cause cavities, stick to your teeth with VG. Now we got toxins, which cause gum damage, which cause taste bud damage, which cause salivary gland damage. So it's a perfect combination to have complete oral health disaster. So before you vape, listen to this video. Do your research. Vaping is not safer than smoking, and both of them are very, very bad for your overall health, your lungs, your heart, and your mouth, and your smile, because you know you want to keep that smile and have healthy, nice teeth remaining of your life. You don't want to have loose teeth and lose your healthy teeth. So comment below, share with me, do you vape? What do you think about vaping? If you like this video, you can share with your friends. And prevention is the key, as I always say. When you keep your smile healthy, smile is always in style.